Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today because we have some very exciting General Hospital news to talk about, and it's definitely worth the wait. Hey, folks, I've been sitting here thinking about General Hospital all morning, and I just have to share this with you. This week's episode's really tugged at my heartstrings, especially what's happening with Drew Kaine. You know, I've watched this show through good times and bad, through marriages, divorces, and all kinds of wild drama in Port Charles. But this storyline feels different. It feels real. Poor Drew is lying there, completely trapped inside his own body. He can't speak, can't move much, but his mind is sharp and he's fighting with everything he's got. The way he's trying to communicate by blinking in Morse code just about broke me. Can you imagine being that desperate? It reminded me of my uncle who had a stroke years ago. He couldn't talk, but his eyes said everything. Watching Drew struggle like that brought it all back. Then Thursday, April 23rd comes along, and Elizabeth Baldwin walks into the room. Liz has always been one of my favorite characters. She's been through so much pain and loss in her life, but she still shows up with that quiet strength and caring heart that a good nurse has. She's there visiting Willow, who's trying her best to handle being a congresswoman while looking after Drew. That girl's carrying a heavy load, no doubt about it. But Liz, she notices right away that something isn't right. Drew starts blinking hard, over and over, like his life depends on it, because it really does. You can see it on Liz's face. That little moment when she realizes this isn't random twitching. She's picking up on his message. I was leaning forward in my chair, heart beating faster, hoping she'd understand what he was trying so hard to say. If she gets even a few minutes alone with him, I believe with all my heart she's going to figure out that Morse code and do whatever it takes to help him. That's just who Liz is. The kind of woman who steps up when it matters most. What worries me is the way things might go. You know how it is sometimes. Willow or Nina could come in and gently tell Liz, don't worry, he's being taken care of. And I'm sitting there shaking my head thinking that's exactly the wrong thing to say. This man is screaming for help the only way he can, and someone needs to listen. One caring person paying close attention can make all the difference. I've seen it in real life, and I've seen it on this show time and time again. This whole situation has me reflecting on how important it is to really see people, especially when they can't speak up for themselves. General Hospital has a way of slipping those deeper truths into the stories, and that's why I've stayed loyal to it for so long. It's not just drama for the sake of drama, it makes you feel something real. I'm going to be right here waiting for the next episodes, hoping Liz trusts her instincts and digs deeper. She might just be the one who saves Drew and turns everything around. Or maybe she'll uncover something even bigger. Either way, I know it's going to be worth watching. These characters have become like old friends over the years, and I care about what happens to them. If you've been following the show too, I'd love to hear what you think about all this. There's nothing better than sharing a good story with folks who understand. Take care now. And I'll be back with more thoughts after the next episodes. God bless. You know, most people in Port Charles don't have much good to say about Drew, and I'm right there with them. He's made plenty of choices over the years that left a bad taste in folks' mouths. He's not exactly the kind of man you root for at first glance. But here's the thing that got me this week. Even when someone's done wrong, seeing them suffer like that still pulls at your sympathies. That's exactly how Liz feels too. She's never been fond of Drew, same as most everyone else, but she's a nurse through and through. That woman has a compassion that runs deep, even for people who don't deserve it. I've known women like her in real life, the kind who will bandage up a stray dog that bit them the day before. It's just in their nature. Poor Drew is lying there, trapped in his own broken body. Can't speak, can't move much, but his mind is wide awake and fighting like crazy. And here's a detail that really stuck with me. The man knows Morse code because he was a Navy SEAL back in the day. All that training, all those years of service, and now he's using it the only way he can, by blinking. One blink for yes, two blinks for no. He's blinking faster and harder, trying desperately to send out a message that something is terribly wrong. Can you imagine being locked inside yourself like that, screaming for help with nothing but your eyelids? It gave me chills. Brought back memories of my old uncle who had a bad stroke years ago. He couldn't talk for weeks, but his eyes would follow you, begging for someone to understand. Watching Drew struggle the same way just about broke my heart. So Thursday comes along and Liz stops by to visit Willow. She's there as a friend, I suppose, but her nurse eyes don't miss a thing. Right away, she notices Drew blinking in that strange, deliberate way. You can almost see the wheels turning in her head. Is she going to pay closer attention? Is she going to wonder why this man is working so hard with his eyes? I was sitting on the edge of my chair, hoping she would. If she gets even a few quiet minutes alone with him, I truly believe Liz could be the one who figures it all out. She might just become Drew's guardian angel in this mess, even though she doesn't particularly like him. That's the beautiful part of it, isn't it? Sometimes the person who saves you is the last one you'd expect. But nothing on General Hospital is ever that straightforward. If Liz mentions her worries to Willow or Nina, they might try to smooth it over and tell her not to fret, that Drew is being well cared for. That thought worries me sick. And then there's that preview scene that's been playing in my head ever since I saw it. Nina gets right up in Drew's face and yells something like, "Keep blinking all you want, Drew. Nobody's coming to save you." Lord, if Liz overhears anything close to that, I know her well enough to say she won't just walk away. That fire will light up in her eyes and she'll do something about it. She might even come back later to check on him again. What if she catches a snippet of conversation between Willow and Nina about keeping Drew sedated on purpose, keeping him quiet and unconscious? As a longtime nurse, Liz has a real duty to look into anything that smells like patient abuse. This sure feels like it crosses that line. She could end up walking straight into more trouble than she ever bargained for just by showing simple kindness and doing her job. But that's Liz Baldwin for you. She's faced hard times before, and she's never been one to turn her back when someone's suffering right in front of her. This whole thing has me reflecting on a lot of deeper truths. Life has taught me that sometimes the people we least expect become heroes. It's also reminded me how important it is to really see someone when they can't speak up for themselves. We get so busy with our own troubles that we miss the quiet signals. A look in the eye, a small movement, a desperate attempt to be heard. General Hospital has a gift for slipping those real-life lessons into all the drama, and that's one big reason I've stayed loyal to the show for so many years. I don't know how this is all going to play out, but my money's on Liz trusting her instincts and digging deeper. She might save Drew and pull him out of this nightmare. Or she might uncover secrets that shake up half the town. Either way, I'll be right here, watching every episode, coffee in hand, hoping she does the right thing. These characters have become like old neighbors to me after all this time, and stories like this keep me coming back because they feel real. You take good care of yourself now, and if you've been following General Hospital too, I'd sure like to know what you think about all this. There's nothing better than sharing these stories with folks who understand how they pull at your heart. I'll be back with more thoughts after the next episodes air. God bless, and happy watching.